new weather video, and happy Super Bowl Sunday. I know you're having fun with friends and family, but we have a lot to talk about as we're looking at temperature trends, but also tracking the potential for some wintry weather, and it's finally here, the 2025 National Storm Chaser Summit. We're going to talk to you about that wintry weather and how it might affect the summit in Kansas City if it does. But first, let's start off with the weather calendar I made through Canva, and it's really nice because it gives you a good idea of what we're tracking the next couple of days. As you can see, we're tracking some wintry weather between the 11th and 12th, so that would be Tuesday and Wednesday, and maybe that means some snow on the ground for the summit. We're just going to have to see. Time is going to tell us. The forecast might change a little bit, but let's start off with this graphic that comes from our National Weather Service. Credit goes to them for making this fantastic graphic, as yes, the first round of wintry precip that we're monitoring here in the St. Louis area is between late Monday night into early Tuesday morning. Now this looks to be more of light snow, so it doesn't look like we're going to get some school cancellations, but maybe areas down to the south. So let me break this down a little bit more for you. So yes, we are tracking this potential for some light snow late Monday into early Tuesday of this upcoming week. It does look like areas of the St. Louis metro are going to get maybe just a dusting to an inch at most. Areas down to the south, though, and get a dusting to 2 inches on the high side. There could also be some sleet, maybe a little bit of freezing rain that mixes in that could lower those snowfall totals. This system doesn't look so impressive as the next one I'm about to show you, but just wanted to keep that on your radar. And then we have to talk about this bigger system on the way for a good portion of Missouri and Illinois, possibly even impacting the summit. We'll just have to see Wednesday in the Wednesday night. Again, this graphic's from our National Weather Service, and I know you've probably heard a lot about this on social media, and you're probably like, Alvin, just tell me the snowfall totals. Well, it's still a little bit too early to go in depth with that. So what we can do is give you probabilities. So again, this would be a second round of more heavier snow Wednesday into Wednesday night. And the probabilities of us getting at least 4 inches or more of snow is higher, especially from I-70 points to the northwest. The reason why is just on January 5th, where we had a transition zone, this system doesn't look like that, but the same thing goes with this system because we might have a little bit more sleet and freezing rain mixing in from St. Louis points down to the southeast. Now again, the more sleet you get, the less snow you get. However, if this snow were to shift a little bit more south, you get more colder air to move in, then we could deal with some more snow. But Wednesday into Wednesday night, what you need to know about this is there are higher chances of getting 4 inches of more snow the further northwest you head, which means the Kansas City metro could be looking at a winter weather wonderland for the National Storm Chaser Summit, so that is going to be pretty exciting. Even heard rumors we could even have a snowball fight, so we'll see what happens. But this now comes from our National Weather Service in Kansas City, so credit goes to them because Kansas City looks like they might get a little bit more snow out of this. So looking at the Kansas City metro, the probability of them getting 6 inches or more Wednesday into very early Thursday morning looks pretty high. You can see that 60 to 70% chance, especially northwest of the Kansas City metro. So if you're heading to the National Storm Chaser Summit to meet me and a lot of other weather enthusiasts and a lot of storm chasers, including Reed Timmer, one of those big ones, you're definitely going to want to have your snow gear with you to be ready for this big event. So I'm so excited for it, but again, you definitely want to prepare for some snow, at least driving in it. It does look like that snow should be over before the summit comes in. But hopefully this video made sense. At our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, because I said we'll go over temperature trends as well. Notice how getting into mid-February, we're still favoring some below average temperatures. So talking about moisture, talking about snow over parts of the U.S. Remember my last video where we said, yeah, these cold blasts could be supportive of some wintry weather somewhere in the U.S.? Of course, that now ends up being us. This is the reason why, because you have below average temperatures favored, especially the further north you head. So that is also the reason why we're dealing with this colder wintry precip. And even in the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, it's still a possibility that we deal with some below average temperatures. The average temperatures are going up since we've already begun the year, but still shows you, even though confidence has dropped a little bit, of below average temperatures during this period. So yes, tracking wintry precip, but if you wanted a reason why we're getting this snow, it's because of below average temperatures, and that is something we're going to be dealing with. The good thing is with this round, I'm not expecting it to be a repeat of January 5th, so we have to worry about that kind of system. But I do think Wednesday could be a couple problems when it comes to travel. If you're heading to the National Storm Chaser Summit, I do think you'll be fine as long as you're heading or driving in on Thursday. I think you'll be fine because that's when the snow should move out. But of course, we could get some changes with that on timing. But if you haven't known already, you definitely want to follow me over on X. This is going to be the place I'm posting photos, meeting storm chasers, weather enthusiasts, and of course I'll tag them in those posts as well. I'm not only going over there to take photos, but these photos are memories, things that I can cherish, things that you can cherish if you're going as well. So you definitely want to follow me on X. If you're following me over on Instagram and you're watching this weather video right now, go ahead, click the link down in the description and follow me on X, because there I'll be able to give you all the content, post whatever I do need to post, and maybe do an outdoor weather report in Kansas City depending on how much snow is on the ground. So hopefully this video made sense. Again, tracking the potential for some wintry precip on Tuesday. That doesn't look like a big deal. It looks like more light snow here in St. Louis. I think if there's any school closings, it'll probably be on Wednesday when we get a little bit more heavier snow to move in. But if you're heading towards the summit, I think it'll be out of the way by Thursday morning. So again, the summit is going to be a great one into this weekend. So I'll definitely be out there enjoying it, and then my weather updates would resume that following week on the 23rd. But until then, I hope this video made sense. I hope to see all that I will see at the summit there in Kansas City. Bring your snow boots, and we're going to have a great time. Of course, we could get some changes, so stay tuned for updates.